This is probably going to be one of those videos that gets a lot of attention or gets a lot of traction. I haven't had the best relationship with Matt Bauer's dealerships, but to see a customer's car get completely destroyed, especially a last call edition, and I don't want to hear that, well, insurance took care of it. And you do a customer that way, like so disrespectful. I promise you want to stick around for this story. And whatever influence that people think that I have with the company, I'm going to try to exert it today. Because this is the kind of stuff that the Brotherhood of Muscle is made for. This is what we're supposed to do. And I haven't seen anything like this in a couple of years. And anyways, we'll get into the story right after this. Guys, before we get into today's video, got to talk about the giveaway that we have on the channel right now. The Ram 2500, you'll see popping back up over on the merch store. Tomorrow, there'll be some specific extra entry packages that'll get posted up on the merch button on the site. So if you want to pick up hats, hoodies, shirts, any of that stuff like this, you can do so and get entered in on that Ram 2500, which is closing out. I think there's 8 days or whatever remaining on that truck. The Ram TRX, the extra entries that were set up on both, which are currently up on the site, were supposed to close out at noon today. They are going to be extended until 8 p.m. Pacific time or whenever they remove it off the site. So, I reached out to them today. I got an email from them. They're like, hey, we're updating your page, but we might not get it done by 12. I'm like, that's cool. I'll just tell them we're extended it till 8. And if you get it pulled before then, so be it. So you'll see the change on the website at tksgarage.com. But if you want to get in on it, now's the time to do it. Link is in the description down below. This is the first time we've ever done a brand new vehicle. This is a 2027 Ram TRX. Absolutely beautiful. You can go check it out. And it currently, I think we picked it up with 31 miles on it. It currently has 43 miles on it. Like I said, it's getting that PPF and stuff done. And then it will be transferred to whoever wins it. So if you want to get in on it and get in at the best rate with the most entries, now's the time to do it. Link in the description down below, tksgarage.com. So you saw the thumbnail, right? Like car all fucked up, car destroyed, pretty much, right? Let me read this post. This comes from a gentleman named Robert Hill. I don't know Robert. I've never had any interactions with Robert. And it was reshared by somebody named Troy Adele. And somebody just sent this to me. Who sent it to me? Let me give them credit for who sent the damn. Shout out to my dude Sublime. Sublime Technology sent this over to me. Let's talk about this. All right. Let me read what he posted first, and then we're going to talk about why this dealership is wrong. They need to make it right. They really do. And while I'm gonna put out a public call for Stellantis to do something here. Don't post often, but just wanted to put a warning out to everyone that if you're looking to buy a new vehicle and are thinking maybe about Matt Bowers on airline, you may want to reconsider. I know I have notoriously bad luck and you might be fine, but on July 3rd, I took my last call jailbreak in for routine maintenance to a dealership where Stellantis would want the vehicle to come to a dealership, not a private shop, right? That's what they would want. I took my last call jailbreak in for routine maintenance, sat for 6 hours in the waiting room, at the end of which was told an unqualified lube tech took my car for a joyride, wrecked and totaled my car for an oil change. General maintenance, right? Fluids and stuff, air filter, cabin filter, that kind of shit. Not like, let's replace control arms and blah, blah. That's not what was going on. No test drive was needed. The GM defended the test drive and told me I had to return the loaner within 7 days of receiving what was left of my money after insurance took part of it to finish paying off my car that their client totaled, or that their employee. My hands would be shaking even trying to type something like this. I would be so angry and so mad. Now, here's the funny part about Matt Bowers. This is the scumbag part of the dealership. Then he tells me he wants to help me out, but they aren't really obligated to put me in anything. And his way of, they're not obligated. Hold on. First of all, let me say two things. Matt Bowers, fuck you. And I say that because that son of a bitch, the owner or the guy whose name is on the fucking dealership, has been in my comments multiple fucking times whenever I talk about his dealership. Go back. I have videos where they took advantage of a senior citizen lady. They took advantage of a retired Vietnam veteran. I've gone through their fucking reviews and cooked these son of a bitches in every state that they operate, because they are just next level scumbag. And then they try to go, well, we're just doing business, man. You gotta give us some pass, man. We're just doing business. Business my balls. Business my balls, motherfucker. Business my balls. This shit, man, tells me we're not obligated to do anything for you because our fucking retarded oil change tech decided to go hot rod a Hellcat down the fucking street and wreck it. But we're not obligated to do anything. You got to be fucking shitting me. You have to be fucking shitting me. Not only should your insurance have paid off his fucking car, you should have found something else that, even whether or not the customer wanted it or not, you should have got him a 6-pack. You should have got whatever you had on the lot, some shit that's been sitting. I don't care. That dealership should have made it right. Now, I know what's going to happen. Matt Bowers is going to go, DK, I really didn't know about this situation. Get the fuck out of here. You didn't know about this situation. This is the shit and this is the thing that all the owners of these fucking dealerships do. Oh, I didn't know what my GM did, man. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? That's what they fucking do. And no. There's no excuse for that shit. That's why who you hire as your general manager is so fucking important. Now, I get it. Sometimes you got dealerships that get it wrong, right? Because they think that their staff is right. I'll give you a prime example. I know Mac Hike's going to be like, why the fuck are you mentioning it? But Mac Hike, prime example. When they screwed over Cody Espinoza, GB Demon 170, right? But they made it right. Once William LaGrange and them, the guy who's the GM, I believe over most of the Houston area, maybe he runs the whole shit now, who knows? Found out what was going on, found out that his, Marine GM down there in Mississippi was on some stolen valor shit and just a overall general scumbag. They fired, cleaned house there, did what they needed to do, made it right, and then they auctioned off for charity the soldier's car. They got Cody's car auctioned off, and Tim Kaniskis, made it right before he retired. Now he's back. This shit right here, this shit right here pisses me off like next level mad. And it's not even my color. I'm not even a sublime green guy. I'm not. I'm an F8 green guy. But I know that this guy, right? And here's the other fucked up part, right? This guy probably worked his ass off to get whatever down payment, whatever money he needed to do. And I'm willing to bet he had to pay over sticker to get that car. Let me finish the story before I lean into Stellantis and be like, I need Matt and Tim and whoever to fucking try to do the right thing and help this guy out, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. We don't. Those of us that are literally take this shit for real, like really are fans of the brand, and no one can ever say I'm not a fan of the brand outside of, you know, when I wear my Ram hats. I got this with the new TRX, by the way. I have a couple of those in different color camo, by the way. Maybe I'll give some of those away. But nobody can say like I'm invested. I have a whole, but basically what you would pay for a fucking house invested into this company in terms of Stellantis. Only for the stock to hit an all-time low, as I found out yesterday. Buck. That said, let's get into this. Tells me he wants to help me out, but they aren't obligated. They're not obligated to put me in anything. And his way of helping out was to sell me a vehicle like what I had at MSRP, rather than charge me the, oh, here we go, we're going to get into the fuck shit here in a second. Rather than charge me the $25,000 fucking markup. The $25,000 markup they charge on their cars, this would have put me in a worse spot than I was in my car they wrecked. Not to mention, not a single manager tried to contact me without me initiating contact first. That's bad. Most of which went ignored. Still haven't received the police report I've asked multiple times for either. Done doing business with them after this. That's how you treat your customers when you mess up. Pictures are the next time I saw my car after 6 hours of it being in service, and I'll put those up on the screen. It's bad. You know, it's right before 4th of July weekend. You're going in to get your car serviced so you can go out there on America 250, you know, show off that great American muscle car just to get fucked. You got to be shitting me. You have got to be shitting me. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to do this video, and Matt Bowers is going to freak the fuck out, because I probably won't be the only one. I'm not going to say OC Motivator is going to get on it too, or Butter, but maybe. I'm sure some other people, you know, will probably pick up this ball that I'm throwing right now and run with it, as you should. I would expect everybody in the Mopar community to cook the fucking shit. Sorry, my Irish came out a little bit. The fucking shit out of Matt Bowers. And sometimes, unfortunately, it takes that public cooking to just completely and utterly make them do the right thing. Damn, man, I really don't want to go full Patty Roosevelt on these motherfuckers again, but I might have to. Like, I might have to plan a trip. I was all set to go to Ole Miss versus LSU in Nashville. For real, I'm probably still going to go to the game. But after the game, I might pop down to the dealership in the week before, you know, Ole Miss smashes Charlotte in Oxford. But I don't know, I might just get a ton of my veteran friends to come out and pick at your dealership. Maybe I get a wild hair and I want to get back on the front page of the Wall Street Journal again, and I'll go buy $800 to $1,000 of adult toys that I can turn into handbills and advertise at your business with. Somebody knows what those are. I bet you there's going to be a lot of eggplant emojis in the comments. But I'll say this. Yeah, I could do all that. I could get a lot of attention. Shit, I could get a lot of views. Probably could make tons of videos on it, make a lot of money doing it. It's not about that. I know how bad it hurt me when USAA fucked me on my title on my Challenger. I can't drive it on the road. It's got a destruction title. You know, people ask all the time, like, what's up with the Green Monster? The Green Monster can't be driven on the road. It's a race car. It's got the one driver's seat in it, nothing else in it. And I don't ever have time, man. I don't, you know, I think that car we might start that car and run it around the warehouse area like once or twice a year, man. And it's sad. We'll buy another car and swap everything over to another car with another VIN. Nah. Nope. So I know how this guy feels about losing that Mopar that really made you that fan, right? Losing that car that really connects to you right here in your chest, right? I know how that is. So I might send Tim an email. I don't have Matt's. Oh, I got Matt's email somewhere probably. But I know people at Stellantis see this. So send it to Tim. Send it to Matt. Fuck, send it to Tom over at SRT. Send it to whoever. Now, are they going to go get this guy another 2023 Challenger, red eye, last call? No. But I hear the six-pack is not doing too well in public opinion. Would be pretty cool, would be really cool if somebody that had, you know, a last call numbered car like this Challenger maybe was one of the first people to get a Super B. Not Jay Leno. I know Tim ain't gonna like this one. Maybe this guy gets the first Super B. Maybe this guy gets to come to Detroit and get a tour or whatever of you know, the Viper factory, see all that old Mopar history. Maybe this guy, maybe there's something that Stellantis can do to lean on Matt Bowers, like, don't give him any fucking Rumblebees. Fuck that dude. Maybe, just maybe, there's something that Stellantis, which I know half the company hates us in America. I'm talking about you retards at Peugeot. Maybe the North American brands, maybe there's something that the North American brands can do for Robert Hill, who lost that thing that he worked for really hard and was so proud of. Maybe. A lot of you guys think I have all this influence and shit with the company. I don't. I just steal information. That's it, man. That's it. But if I do have any influence at all, I would 100% use it on somebody like this. And I don't know this guy for shit. I don't know this guy at all. Never had a conversation with him. It's just when I see stories like this, I was supposed to do a video. This first video I'm knocking out today was supposed to be about the stock for Stellantis. Had nothing to do with this. But it's stuff like this, and it's stuff where I feel like I have a responsibility as somebody that's in the Mopar community that sometimes you got to use your voice for good. You got to use your voice for positive. And you know I can come across crazy, and I do say Petty Roosevelt, and I drop an F-bomb liberally. I'm not ever going to be advertiser friendly and get a bunch of sponsorships. So I appreciate the ones that do let me be myself and I do get sponsors. I appreciate those sponsors because they respect where I'm coming from. They know I'm authentic and genuine. This, though, really pisses me off. Really makes me mad. And I don't know this guy from Adam. But I'll say this. Stellantis, you want to get some goodwill? You want to do something right for somebody that's in the Brotherhood? I don't know if this guy's a veteran. I don't know if he's ever been in the military. I don't know what he does for a living. But I can literally see the pain in how he wrote this post. And I can literally see how bad that car looks. because he trusted the company to bring his vehicle there for service. That's a bad look. I know there's something that Matt McAleer and Tim Kaniskis, and maybe Tom for that matter, can probably do for this guy. Maybe it's not fixing it or getting him a car at a special price, but there's something. So if I do have any brand equity, I mean, hey, if I do have any brand equity, if I do have anything there with the company, I'd appreciate you guys looking into that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends. Hey, Matt Bowers, I know you're probably going to see this. Best believe I'm not going to let this go, right? Not only am I going to try to run this up the flagpole to the highest places I can at Stellantis, I am going to make life fucking miserable for you until you fix this shit. Got it? Fucking retards.